Hello everyone, I'm back. Been a couple weeks, but we do have a major for Counter-Strike 2 coming up very soon with the new viewer pass also coming out. Here's the new viewer pass that just got added yesterday, and at the time of recording, we are 6 hours left to make your final pick'ems. So in this video, I'm going to be showing what I picked and how I got to that conclusion. But if you see in the main menu, we have a new Copenhagen major tab right here. We can press this and we are brought to our new pick'ems. Now I'm gonna go ahead and clear this. I was messing around with it earlier because, as you can see, it is an entirely new system. It is completely rehauled. It looks different. It's a little confusing, and I'll go over the changes as well. So what's new about the pick'ems in 2024 is we used to only have one team to choose from that's going to go 3-0 in the opening stage, and one team that you thought would go 0-3 for the opening stage as well. Now, of course, if you're new to pick'ems, you don't want to put the very best team in a guaranteed 3-0 advancement because you know they're the best team. You know that's a guaranteed point, because this section right here is the teams that will advance to the next stage. But I don't know if I have to explain that to you. I probably don't. So before I go and complete my pick'ems, the way I've done these, and this is I think my 5th time, is I go ahead and collect some data. All right, I like to watch what everyone else picks first and base my picks on that, because if I'm being honest with you, I don't watch CS esports at all. I don't watch professional gameplay. It is really only during the majors where I've ever watched them play. So I have very general basic knowledge of these teams. I know of them. I know who they are. That is why I like to watch the most popular streamers and YouTubers and ex-pros, pros that are currently playing. I see what they pick, and then we base our final pick'ems off of that. So I have 10 main ones. And this ranges from Anomaly, Launders, pros such as Kerrigan, commentators, etc. What I like to do first is get the easy ones out of the way. What had the highest percentage of being selected for pick'ems? Well, there was no 100% pick based on these 10 that I have here. However, there was a 90%. 9 out of these 10 picks from the most popular pick'em content creators in the world, 90% of them had ENTs advancing to the next stage, whether that be 3-0 advancement from being undefeated or just qualifying for the next stage. ENTs had a 90% rate, so we're gonna go ahead and lock that in. Now, there were 2 teams that had an 80% selection rate, and one of those is Cloud9. 80% being advancing to the next stage. 7 out of the 10 had them on a 3-0 advance, or just going to the next stage, qualifying. So for now, we're going to go ahead and lock that right here at 3-0. With another 80% selection rate is this new team, Legacy. I have no idea who they are, but what I do know is no one has faith in this team, and they will be going in the losing all 3 games section. Now, something to remember is you only need 5 correct choices here to move on and get a silver coin with a souvenir package of your choice. And there are 2 more teams that had a very high selection rate, and that's being Furia and Eternal Fire. Now, what I saw, which was very popular among these pick'ems, was Eternal Fire being at a 3-0 advance. Undefeated. Now, obviously, this is probably not a guarantee, but you want a dark horse. You want something that basically you need to gamble on, which could still happen, but isn't super likely. Then again, we only need 5 correct, so I could easily see why people are selecting Eternal Fire for this. I've seen a few that just have it on this section here, but we're going to leave this on the undefeated section. Fury was a very popular pick as well. I personally am going to put them in there. I have a few that are just my opinion, like Furia and Heroic. Heroic is a no-brainer in my opinion to advance. I don't even keep up with esports CS, and even I know that. Now we are left with a few more, and with a whopping 70% selection rate is a team called Lin Vision. If you are like me, you've never seen this team before, But just like Legacy, it seems most people, at least 70% of the most popular pick'ems in the world I'm looking at here, 70% of those placed Lin Vision in the 0 and 3 bracket. You could essentially put anything you want here that you know isn't going to do terribly in this major, but I'm going to base mine on the highest percentages placed in here, the highest selection rate that I haven't used yet. And surprisingly, with a 70% rate of being selected to advance, that is Apex. We're going to go in and put Apex right here, and now we have 2 slots remaining. Now, with only a 60% rate of being placed in the qualifying stage, this team had a whopping 80% of just being in any of these green selections here. I've seen it being a very popular choice for the undefeated tab as well. So we're going to go ahead and put Saw on the qualifying stage. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are left with 1 team remaining. The only team out of these 7 that I've seen as a qualifying team more than the rest, and that will be Mongols. And there we go. This is our final pick'ems. If you've skipped through the video just to see what a random guy has as their pick'ems, this is my final selection here with 6 hours remaining. How I got them was I looked at the 10 most popular pick'ems in the world from pro players, streamers, commentators, etc., and I based mine off of theirs. So this is objectively a brilliant pick'em choice here. We should guarantee advance. All we need is 5 correct here. So I do watch the majors when pick'ems are involved. But there you have it. This is mine. We will have a video on the elimination stage and the playoff stage as well. So I will see you guys then. Thank you for watching. Peace.